Alright fellas, what is up? Today we're gonna be working with a Tundra. As you can see, I already opened this one. We're gonna be working with this model to make the rat rod. I'm gonna make this into a Mad Max vehicle. This is a midnight auto, I don't know. Here's a few ideas of casting that might do a good rat rod. Got the 32 Ford. Got a nice grill there, nice engine, exposed engine. Here's the difference. Got here this one, which looks very similar to the red one. I hope this one would have made the headlights, but I got an idea for that. This is it doesn't even say, and I don't remember, but I'll put the name on the screen once I'm done editing the video. And of course, the mother of all rat rods is the, you know the name, the bone shaker. So you can see the bone shaker, the original one, came with an open top like this. The ones you're finding right now in the stores, it's sealed. Prefer this method, right? As you can see in the back, it's kind of a pickup. Got the fuel tank, battery, and if you don't like the skull in the front, maybe you could change it for grill, custom grill, and you have yourself a very nice looking rat rod. And recently we have this guy over here from Matchbox. I bet it would look nice as a rat rod also. So you have a few options here to turn into a rat rod. Let me see if I can take a picture here. Okay, let me see. Let me put the Tundra in the back. What do you think? I'll keep it out of the picture. Let me see. There it goes. All right, guys. So before I start, I've already made a video showing you how to make rust. Here is the method I used for this one. Was shoe polish. If you haven't seen that video, please go check it out. Just search within my my videos. As you can see, it's a quick, quick way to make rust, and it does look pretty good. If you already have paint, as you can see here, I distressed the paint a little bit, but that's an idea. All right, so let me put all of this away and I'll be back. All right, fellas, we are back. Check it out. Check out this crazy thing that I did here. Got the dead man gasket here from this Rigor motor, right? And this cannon and the back seat I got from this crazy thing called grease rod. So those are the two casting. I installed a piece of brass with a cutout for the driver so they could see where he's going. I got screws already in. Change the wheels. I think these look a lot better. I was gonna paint the chassis black, but I'm gonna try to do rust over it. See how it looks. And check out this guy. Check it out how he turned out. I don't know about you, but I kind of like it. Right? So what we're missing is the headlights. For the headlights, we're gonna be using these pins, right? Basically, you can see the front is rounded just like a headlight. So I'm gonna grab it here as close as possible, turn it there. So I have not decided. Of course, I'm gonna cut it if I stick it going down, or I could stick it in this part right here sideways. Not sure yet, but it's going in plastic, so I could do that at the end. And printed out these decals for the door. This is water slide, white backing. Okay. Got these other designs. I might do one on the hood. Play around, see which one looks better. Made different sizes. I got this for the doors here, for the Tundra. These are transparent. Created my logo and white water slide paper. I got moon eyes. The only reason these are white also, they're white water slide paper, because I was undecided if I should install them now or wait after the rust process and then run them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install this one first, do the rust, and then install these so they look brand new. You know what I'm saying? They most rut rods always have something shiny, you know, something, you know, that looks new. And only this one is gonna be installed now. And I also got this one. This art was created by Alex Garcia _ illustrated from Instagram. I'm gonna leave his link, his Instagram link on the video description. And of course, I asked him first if I could use this for the purpose of this video, and he said yes. So first thing first, let me cut the moon eyes, install them, and take all of this apart, and I'll be back. All right, fellas, for this next step, make sure you have something that's gonna hold your car. You can see the water slide there. Tampo. Or you don't want to touch it while doing this process, I use these locking scissors. This is what I use to paint also. I'll leave a link in the video description if you want to check it out. If you live in the United States, you could get them at Harbor Freight for like $5 or $6, I think. So what we have here is we're gonna be using the old trick of white vinegar. Let me see if I can white vinegar and hydrogen peroxide here. I can't even say that word. Hydrogen peroxide, right? So they're mixed about equal parts, and you're gonna need steel wool. Get this at Walmart. As you can see, this one I've used a lot of it, so basically it's not good anymore. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna dump it in the solution, and slowly you're gonna see it's gonna create rust. Right, so I'm gonna dump it, and I'll try to make a time lapse to see how long it takes. Okay. All right, guys, it's been about 5 minutes. You can see it's creating rust. I'm gonna leave it in a little bit more. And I also want to say that you can use just water, but it's just gonna take basically almost like a day for you to create the rust. So I'm gonna leave it for a while, not in a hurry. Once I see enough rust, I'll start the process. It's been like 10 minutes. Check it out. I'm gonna be using gloves. And you're gonna need another container, right? We're gonna do so. Basically, what we're gonna do is you take this out, right? And you're basically going to lightly dab the car like so. Now for the next step, you're gonna need either, but this casting doesn't have any plastic, so I could use my oven. What you want to do is every time you put a layer of rust, you want to dry it off. So this one is ready. I'm gonna be using a hair dryer, dry it, and repeat the process. All right, I'll be back. First, it's been like 4 or 5 hours. I don't know. It definitely took me a while. Let me put that one to the side. This one, it was not quick, but it took me like 10 coats. It didn't look like this when I was done. As it kept drying naturally, it got darker. But as you can see, there's rust. You know, you could try to do the paint and everything, but nothing is gonna look like rust. So definitely very happy. As you can see here, the decals are almost gone. You barely see them. You can see the moon eyes right there. You see the moon eyes on the other side. So it was a good move not to install all the decals. Check out this other one. This one is definitely taking a different color shade. As you can see, the cannon in the front still had paint, and the back seat right here also had paint, and it has some plastic. So you can see how it basically turned out. I kind of like it, but you see the chrome inside the seat here. I mean, it's not bad, but that means that the chassis, I'm not gonna go through the whole process and trying to make it rust, So what I'm gonna do is, since I know that it's black, since I grooved this out for the wheels to fit, I know the plastic is black. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it overnight in Clorox, and because I don't want to paint it. Clorox will take all the chrome away, and it'll be black. So that's one thing. And what I'm about to do is I'm gonna install all the water slide, and maybe go over, before I throw all this away, go over it 1 or 2 times so it doesn't look like real bright. But I'm liking the result. Look at this rust. Doesn't get any better than this. This is all superficial, so if you touch it, it's gonna go away. So don't touch it. I want to try to install the tempos without making disturbing the rust, and I'll be back. All right, guys, what is up? Check it out. I just installed the water slide on the hood, and since it's a white water slide, you can see that it's really popping. Here's the one on the side. This is the type of look I'm looking for, that you can barely see it. Here's a red rod. Have the same issue here, right? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dab a few more rust into it, dry it, and I'm gonna hit it with a matte clear coat, not gloss. Let's see one. That's that hood decal here. Let me see if I get it to focus. There it is. So I'm gonna give it a few dabs, just so everything blends a little bit more. All right, fellas, I'll be back. Welcome back. Check it out. You remember this used to be chrome. I just dropped it off here in some Clorox, the cheap kind too, from the dollar store. It took maybe like 20 minutes. It gave me time to do something else, which I'm about to show you. So as you can see, it just left these two fog lights or turn signals. I don't know what they are. They gotta be fog lights. Still chrome, which I don't mind. So it's a good alternative if you don't want to paint. I mean, painting, you would have been done a lot quicker, but you still gotta wait for dry time. So with this, you don't have to worry about getting scratched off or anything. You just gotta make sure that you have a black plastic. You can scrape an area here in the inside, because sometimes it is white plastic. So if it is white plastic, then it makes no sense to use the Clorox. You just gotta use paint then. Big shout out to a YouTube channel. That's where I learned the trick, Julio's Customs. Big shout out to him. And I had this crazy thing here. This is called a 1186 MJ. You get the idea. Some crazy car, fantasy car. But that gave me the interior for this rat rod. So you can see, all I did here was make cuts on the side so that it could fit inside the casting, and I created this notch here so it would hook to the original post. So basically it stays there without having to use any type of glue to hold it in place, as you can see. Well, let me try it again. go. Look at the interior. I might have to use maybe a dab of glue here in the front, maybe a little bit here in the back. You never know. But you can see in the inside, it looks pretty cool in there. And right now I'm gonna run it without windows. So I'm gonna put this back together, and the idea I mentioned before, here are the headlights. They can move. I just used my round nose pliers here, and I put it on the stove to heat it up. Basically just forced it in the plastic. Right, guys, I'll put this together and I'll be back. Check it out. So I did the headlights with the silver Sharpie, right? The tail lights I also use silver Sharpie. I wait until it dries, and then I use the red Sharpie, and then I go around all the edges and the seams with this micro markers. I'll leave a link so you can check it out. So that's the Matte Max right there. I think it looks pretty good. The black, you know, maybe in the future I'll paint it, try to match the rust, but you know, or dirt, we'll see. Check out the rat rod. Also did the same thing here with the micro marker here over all the seams. I might have to glue the headlights down so they don't move anymore. Check it out. So for the tail lights, same trick. Silver first, wait until it dries, and then the red one. So originally I wanted to cut the roof, right? That's because I got this guy over here. I got a rat fink, but as you all know, all these rat fink stuff, they're very expensive, so I don't want to cut it just to be able to put it inside, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if I find somebody that can make a clone out of plastic, I can make another one. But as of right now, I could just stand next to the rat rod. Alright, guys, thank you for watching. Peace out.